Pretend to be others online. John Mackey is the founder and CEO of Whole Foods. He created an online persona so he could praise his own company and diss his rivals. But he also took the time to do what? A, discuss his secret vice, Hostess snack cakes. B, argue repeatedly that the entirety of the Gilligan's Island TV series was a dream Gilligan had while drowning. Or C, praised his own haircut.
All right. I gotta go with Hostess.
It'd be kind of funny if he did that. But no, it was actually he praised his own haircut. Among his many posts about Whole Foods and what a great company it is, he said, quote, "I like Mackey's haircut. I think he looks cute."
I don't know how I could have missed that.
I know. With two more chances. In 2006, a writer named Lee Siegel wrote a critical review of The Daily Show with Jon Stewart for The New Republic, and readers posted many complaints about his review. So he created an account under a fake name and wrote what? A, quote, "Siegel is brave, brilliant, and wittier than Stewart will ever be. Take that, you bunch of immature, abusive sheep," unquote. B, quote, "I know Lee Siegel, and you people are making him very, 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 very sad, so please stop," unquote. Or C, quote, "This article was actually written by Lee's stupid, very jealous brother, Marvin Siegel."
Now it's number one.
It was number one. He wrote,
Yes.
Apparently you're not allowed to call your own readership immature, abusive sheep. So he was suspended from the New Republic. So you got one right with one to go. Here we go. Using a fake name can also help you get a leg up in politics, as in which of these? Was it A, in 2006, a Wisconsin man running for county sheriff changed his name to Andy Griffith? B, early in his political career, a promising Ohio politician named John Boner changed the pronunciation of his name. Or C, recently released documents reveal a young Barack Obama considered changing his name to Chad Bennington.
That's just too funny for words if you did that, so I'm going to go with number one.
You're going to go with number one, which is the guy who changed his name to Andy Griffith to run for sheriff. You're right, that's what he did. The real Andy Griffith sued him, folksily. Bill, how did Richard Price do in our quiz?
He got one wrong, but two right, and that is nonfiction. True.
Well done. Thank you, Steve afterwards. Richard Price's new book is The Whites, written under the name Harry Brandt. Richard Price, thank you so much for joining us on What We Know. Thank you. And thanks for your fabulous books. Richard Price, ladies and gentlemen. In Chicago, nobody loves anything as much as they love the Cubs. For over a century, it has been America's longest-lasting dysfunctional relationship.
In September, just as the Cubs were about to start their playoff run, we spoke to the team's principal owner, who at the time still had hope that his heart would not be broken this time.
Just so we understand the story, for many years, the Cubs was owned by the Tribune Company, publishers of the Chicago Tribune, and you and your family decided to buy it. And why the Cubs? You couldn't afford a winning team.
No, the Cubs are really close to our heart. I mean, we're all all my siblings and I are big Cubs fans, and there was really no other sports team we cared about.
So you're from Nebraska, we know, but you've always been a Cubs fan. We understand you even met your wife at Wrigley Field. Is that right?
That's 100% true. We used to sit in the center field bleachers pretty much every Saturday and Sunday all through the summers. And I was at a game one afternoon, and we're just sitting next to some girls who were talking about Omaha because they went to college there.
Yeah.
And actually, we used to sit in the same spot in center field every game because before the tyranny of the 2-beer limit, you could buy as many beers as you wanted. So we would send one guy down with all the money, and he could hand them straight up to us in center field.
I'm sorry,
It's
just to interrupt.
strategy,
Did you just
Peter.
refer to the 2-beer limit?
Yeah.
What you mean by that is you can buy 2 beers at once when you go to the stand.
Correct.
And
Per person.
I can't help but note that you actually own the team. If you wanted to do away with that ridiculous rule, you could wave your scepter and it would be.
Over the years, how many drunk Cubs fans have there been who yelled at a vendor, "Oh yeah, well one of these days I'm going to own this place"? And
Actually, in my business school application,
Yeah.
it asked for your dream job.
Yeah.
And I wrote down owning Major League Baseball.
No.
It's a true story.
Oh, wow.
which one did you want to own?
Well, at the time we lived above the Sports Corner bar, right across the street from the ballpark, so it was kind of front of globe.
You lived above the sports corner? Between the L and
Sheffield Medicine.
I had improv team rehearsals there for like 3 years or something like that. Not in your apartment, but in the sports.
Wait, so you bought the Cubs just because it was a convenient commute?
Here's the thing I don't understand. I love baseball. I would love to be a team owner, maybe someday if this public radio thing hits it. But I'm just trying to imagine you. You're living in Wrigleyville, and for those who have never been to a Cubs game, they're great. It's a great field. But after the game, the neighborhood is filled for hours and hours with the most obnoxious drunk people, and you're like, I want this.
Those are not obnoxious drunk people. Those are passionate.
When I was a kid, my dream job was to play baseball. Did you have that dream? Did you want to be a player at some point?
Yeah, absolutely as a kid. And then, you know how it goes. You get to be 12 or 13, and some of the other kids get bigger and bigger. And
you say
next thing you know, you're captain of the debate team.
Yeah.
Kind of play the cards you're dealt.
This is public radio. We know about that. I do want to ask you about your interactions with fans because Chicago has a pretty rabid fan base. You must have had at least the occasional moment in.
No, honestly, 100% honest. Like, I walk through the park just about every single game, and I've had almost no issues with people. There's a few people that, once in a while they just misunderstand something about like why they can't hear the radio in the bathroom or why beer costs $9 or something like that. But the generally it's been great.
Why does beer cost $9?
Why does a starting pitcher cost $25 million?
I guess that's a better question. Tom Ricketts, we are so delighted to talk to you. We've asked you here to play a game we're calling
Wave to the left, wave to the right, and don't fall off the float.
So you are the owner of the Chicago Cubs. And since we wanted to ask you about something you don't know anything about, we thought we'd ask you about celebratory parades. Answer 2 of these 3 questions correctly, you'll win our prize for one of our listeners, Carl Castle's voice in their voicemail. Bill, who is Tom Ricketts playing for?
Thomas Foster of Minneapolis, Minnesota.
All right, here's your first question.
Yeah.
You may be familiar with the Stanley Cup.
Mm-hmm.
That's a championship that has been won numerous times in recent years by a team here in Chicago. One of the great things about the Cup is that the winning players in each hockey team that wins it gets to take it home. In 2008, a Red Wings player did what with it? A, he pawned it to buy a really sweet new Fender electric bass. B, he put his baby daughter inside it where she promptly pooped. Or C, he filled it full of Red Bull, drank the whole thing, and was then hospitalized for taurine poisoning.